Friday, a beautiful morning. You are welcome to Women's Corner. My name is Rose Blossom. I'm excited to be here. Okay, let me not just, let me say it. Today is my baby girl's birthday. Gora, she's already, flinging or flipping her hair backwards. Okay, today is Gratitude's birthday, and of course, she's on set with us. I just had to do that. I don't know. I'm super excited. I'm blushing for her. But anyways, today's program, we have an amazing guest today. She's an author, a writer, and she will be diving into her book, giving intensive interview about her book. And of course, I'll not use the word stumble upon being, an author. And if you see the title of this book, you'll be amazed. But anyways, you can join us live. You can watch us through Facebook or YouTube at the Galaxy TV News. That's on YouTube. And Facebook is Galaxy Television. Or download the app from Google Play Store or Apple Play Store to watch this program live. Or you just watch us through our digital channel at UHF 27. You're welcome on board again. Well, I'm not doing this alone. Like I said, I have two amazing co-hosts with me and, of course, a guest. So I'll start with Patricia. Patricia, how you doing? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rose Blossom. It's an exciting day because it's Gratitude's birthday.
Yes.
She's so excited. She's
so
looking so pretty, sitting so pretty, wanting to introduce and say it's my birthday. But girl, I'm going to say that before you. Happy birthday, Gratitude. You know that we love you so much from Women's Corner. Anyway, thank you for joining us on Women's Corner this morning. My name is Patricia Urono Gabriels.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Today's my birthday, so I'm going to do a little celebration by God's grace.
What? We are during the celebration. We are definitely doing that.
And you look so good. You all look
Thank
so
you. We look good. And you guys are twinning red.
Yes, I decided to do that because it's Gratitude's birthday. So I'm like, okay, Gratitude, what are you wearing? She said, Mom, I'm wearing red. I said, I'll wear red for you. You're sick.
Is it right?
Because you're my baby tonight.
Is it right? You had that conversation?
Yes, we did, Blossom. Yes, we did. Yes.
Yes. Let me introduce our guest for today. She's sitting pretty. She's not putting on red like I am, but she has something on her, just like, what would I put it? Whatever. Anyway, she has something red, so she's in clique with them. But I'm not an outsider, trust me. I'm still part of
red on.
Oh yeah, my rose. My rose. My brooch is having a rose flower. So anyways, we have Ifechukwu Mary Singh here as Anunobi. She's an author, she's a host, she's an entrepreneur. Of course, she's a multifaceted individual with a diverse background and a seasoned diplomatic, accomplished author. She has a talk show. Okay, she's a talk show host and, an entrepreneur, like I said earlier. She's a TV presenter. So when you see her, you know. And she's a skilled compare. She thrives in dynamic intersection of various fields, armed with a bachelor's degree in international law and a master's in business administration. Hi, Ifechukwu. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
You look good.
Thank you.
Okay, so we can see the red,
much.
the throw pillow, and her nails are actually red.
She looks
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank you
so
so
good.
much. Oh no.
Okay, don't drag it with Gratitude.
It's beautiful. Will you permit me to call you Ife?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's great. Because I used to have a friend then, Ife Chukwu, would be like, Ife. She'd be like, oh, I love it better.
Yeah.
So I just had to
It's
ask.
quite long.
Yes. But I love
But I
the
have
name.
a niece called
I love the name.
Ifechukwu too.
Yes.
But we call her Ife.
Yes, Ife too. Okay, great. So it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And you're ready to talk about your book, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just do a pretty short introduction to her book first before we go for a tip for today. Well, this is her book. You have her book, so you can show up. You can even just, this is the first thing I saw was Women and Drama at like 5 and 6. No, you did not do that.
And then I saw Men and Shaggy,
Hey.
5 and 6. So this is what happened when Blossom came into the site and she was like, Women and Drama 5 and 6. And I was wondering, because I've seen this book before you, and I saw Men and Shaggy 5 and 6. So I was wondering, did you bring two
So
books?
you were happy that it was Men and Shaggy.
Of course.
But when I saw Women and Drama 5 and 6, I was like, why?
Why? Because you were like, why? Why will they do that?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but I saw Men and Shaggy.
Yeah.
So this is Men and Shaggy.
and when
this
you turn
is
it over, it's Women and Drama.
Fantastic. I've never
5 and
seen
6.
this before.
Wonderful balance.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Wow, this book is going to be interesting to talk about. Anyways, well, we have her to talk about that. And the other part I like about the book is just below the book where you see women and drama, you see as a baddie should. You just compensated us with that one, right?
Yeah.
That's better.
For sure.
Anyways, we'll be coming down, of course, to talk about this book and be elaborate about it. We really need to know what is in the mind of our author, Ifechukwu. And of course, she will be giving us different angles to the book to understand the book and telling us where we can get the book and how we can understand the book and her reason for writing this particular book. So before that, let's quickly go on a short break. And the first tip for today, I'm certain we might not have a second tip before I'm looking at it, but let's go for the first tip. I'll be right back to the studio to continue the program with myself, Gratitude, Patricia, and Ifechukwu, our guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. Well, I love that tip, though. That's just a way to help you get over someone very quickly. But I know it's not easy, but if you follow through the tip that was being displayed there, I'm sure it will help you get over who you need to get over, because sometimes you think you're missing them or, oh, I'm missing is the best. No, darling, it's because you're yet to get over him. So anyways, I'm also going to just the women and also talking to the women. Okay, so let's go back to Ifechukwu, Mary St. Pierre and Nunobi. Well, let's talk about women and drama first, because that caught my eye. I know she has a lot of questions to ask, though, but I'm gonna ask
Who?
you.
Yeah, she's eager. I can
She's
see
eager,
it.
like she wants to ask the
I can
question.
see.
So my first question, I've gone through your table of content, and I'm wowed. I don't even know where to start, but I think I'm going to start from the first one. You wrote level 1 to level 9 crazy. And I'm wondering, I don't know, let me not explain. If I just tell us first, before you explain what level 1 to level 9 crazy is, how did you come about this book? Who gave you the idea to have women and drama 5 and 6, and you flip it over and you have men and shaggy 5 and 6? How did you come about that idea, then writing this book? What is the inspiration? Who was your muse? Was it you, friends, or I don't know, people's experiences?
Okay, first of all, I would say I was my inspiration. Everywhere we go to, politics, science, people always talk about men and women. It's like we're being compared to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking for the best person to quote for this. And I was listening to Chimamanda Adichie.
Yeah.
And she said there's a danger in a single story. And I'm like, why would I release one book and wait for another book? Why can't I merge the both stories instead? Because they're two sides to a coin. If you flip a coin, there's the head and there's the tail. And I said, okay, so I'm going to write this book in two. But who writes a book like that? And I did some research and I found out that French people actually write their books like this. So it's called a tête-bêche in French, which means a head to tail.
Tête-bêche.
Yes.
So
that's the inspiration behind the book.
Oh, lovely. So it was your inspiration, your experiences, or you listened to other people's experiences to put this down?
No, so it's not my story.
Okay.
So I went for a makeup class. I wanted to learn a new skill. You know how people be like, oh, let's learn a new skill. And it was February 14, Valentine's Day. And none of us, all 12 of us, none of us in the makeup class got a Valentine's Day present.
Oh my God.
Nobody was being called. And I was like, okay, so what's going on? And people started talking about themselves and what happened in their relationship. And I thought I had a bad relationship. I was single at that time.
Okay.
I was dating myself at that time.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was in a relationship. And that's when I was like, okay, people have way worse story than you. And I'm like, well, how do I let people know about they're not the only people going through these things? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write my second book because this is my second book. And I put it out there. And I'm like, I would like people to read this and know that your story is not the worst story. There are people that have way worse story than you. But how do you counterattack this story? So.
Lovely. Okay, so level 1 to level 9 crazy. What's that about? Please, I need to know.
Okay. You know, when you start a relationship, a guy would be like, oh my God, you're so crazy. I love you. That's what people say. Maybe like the Gen Z now say these things. And I'm like, oh, wow, you love me. I'm crazy. Like, yeah, you have that crazy side. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so the story talks about a woman she fell in love, and the guy loved her for her craziness, and they got married and started having kids, and all of a sudden he started going wayward, sleeping with other people, and she was like, okay, I'm that crazy, I'm gonna show you crazy. And the guy ended up in a wheelchair.
From her?
From her, yeah.
Oh my
She was contemplating. She was telling me that she always promised herself if her man should ever cheat, she was going to cut off his manhood.
No, that's crazy.
And that was real crazy. And at the end, she decided to put him in a wheelchair. And that's how crazy she was. From level 1 to level 9 crazy.
Oh God. And I saw another one before I probably should ask questions. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Every topic of the content is fantastic.
Says I will arrest you and arrest him too. Is it talking about the side chick?
Oh no.
Who is she arresting?
There was no side chick in this one.
Okay.
So technically, I think she liked the same guy that someone else liked. So it was like a love triangle. She was like, if you're taking my man, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming with the police. And something that was a very little problem escalated into a very big problem. So yeah.
It's a problem.
So why is it going to be a problem? If was the man dating her already?
He was neither dating any
of them.
So,
yeah,
but they both thought that, he was interested.
So they were dating themselves.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
I now I'm beginning to understand. I understand the drama with women.
Yeah.
You know, most times some women think, I hear when other women even say, oh, you're such a drama queen.
Yeah.
But I don't really tell them, because when I hear my fellow man telling me, oh, you're such a drama queen, trust me, that person telling the other person is a drama queen is also a drama queen, because it takes one to know another.
Yeah.
So it's just that maybe your own drama. It's reserved. Maybe it's like in level 2, level 3, and she has this, like, you see her, you already know, this is a drama queen. So yes, you can give her a crown.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about drama queen. She made me to remember something. I know that I tried to settle some couple that the guy called me up. Okay, the lady called me and said, look, your friend, she calls him my brother. Your brother is misbehaving, he's not taking my calls, all the love stories. And I was like, what did you do? I think I just told you about it.
Yeah, you told me.
So I said, what did you do? So I didn't do anything. I said, okay, I'll call. So I called the guy and he said, oh, Pat, your friend is a drama queen. At that moment, I was trying to put 2 and 2 together. What could she have done to make this man say that she's a drama queen, So I told him and I said, look, we have to sort this out. So, okay, choose a place, we'll go for dinner and we'll talk. Bring a friend. So I called my friend. I said, dress up. I hear you're a drama queen. Let me go and see how you do the dress. I said, let's go. And we went there. We got to the restaurant where we're having dinner. And me, as a lady, I noticed all the drama. Yes. There were little drama, but for a man, yes, I noticed all the drama. What do you want to eat? I don't know yet. I'm not ready. I said, okay, well, give me food, me a job. All those little things. And I was looking at her because really those things are drama for me. I can't behave like that. Okay. Finally, I don't know. I think I should test them first. The man was like, test what in a restaurant? Take what you want to, choose what you want to eat. She finally chose. So they gave me knife and fork. So the man looked at me and said, you see all the drama. I can't stand this. So I whispered to her, I said, what's all this? In your house, do you eat with knife and fork? Eat this food and be excited that you have come to make peace with your man, and all that. So we made peace, but I also told her that you have a lot of drama. And she agreed with me. So I think that's where this your drama thing comes in from. So you can take it from there.
Yeah, take it from there. I wanted to even pick from there now. Looking at the story, then when you told me the story, it was like more of a gist. But now listening to the story another way, I'm feeling like, was she really dramatic?
Yes.
Oh, well, she was really dramatic.
Okay.
She was. When the girl was telling me the story, she was like, she actually put me in a group chat with the police station.
No.
And told me to write a statement. I'm like, she did what?
No.
So yeah, she was really dramatic. I'm
Oh
going to give
my
it to her.
world. Okay. Okay,
Hmm.
so Patricia, what's your question? Let's talk about men and
Hmm.
Shaggy 5 and 6.
I think the studio has to pardon me. I'm just reading it out from the book. It's not me. So she says,
Okay, but don't use the last word. Do not use it.
okay, we all know what the last word is.
Okay, let me help you read it.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We all know what the last word is. So she says, full grown men will
Mhm.
kneel down for. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I go ahead.
Let's for a better word.
we're
So
looking
when
for
you
a
want
better
to, yes,
word.
for a better word, a woman's private part.
Private
Right.
parts,
A
yes.
man will always want to have sex with you. I think
Yes.
that's much better.
Yeah, that's
too.
much better.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So please.
So, someone told me this story, and to be very honest, you see how men carry themselves. Men have ego. Men are like majestic beings. They don't like to be insulted. You either hail them or you respect them. So it got to my attention that when they're in closed doors, they would kneel down for a woman's private parts. Yeah. I don't
Okay,
wanna say too
why?
much. So, when I was writing this book, I kind of asked myself, why do men act the way they act? And why do women act the way they act? And it boils down to science. Men have a really high testosterone. They love to have sex. They love to feed their eyes. And after their eyes come their private parts. And that's why some men are disciplined enough to control themselves. So when they're in closed doors, they're technically like their self, like the men's nature. So in biology, we call ourselves Homo sapiens. We're like the male species and the female species. And men tend to have more of these chemicals in them than we women. And we women are more reserved and we know how to control these emotions. So that's why they act the way they act.
Okay, let me come in there. Okay, I've heard men tell me that sex for men is not love. When a man have sex with you, you want to say, oh, he loves me, that's why he did that. I've heard a lot of young men, old men tell me that it is not love for them. For us women, yes, we want to turn it to be love and all that. But for men, they say it is exercise for them.
Yes,
Okay, so I want to add to that question. Do you think men thinking or believing that sex is not love for them, it's not the attraction, it's just to get off? Just let me just be free. After 5 minutes, I'm not seeing you anymore. Do you think that is because of the kind of belief, culture, traditions, the things that will allow them a make believe for them that made them believe that, oh, I can do this and not be and emotionally attached to you? Do you think that it is, or is something that over time, there are some men that actually believes that if I can do this, then I have some certain attachment to you? I just want to know, do you think it's a cultural, traditional thing, a make believe thing right from the get go, or it is something that, somehow is just the real fact?
Right. So I studied psychology before I studied international law and did my master's. And I researched on all of these things. And it's a scientific thing. It's not a make-believe. It's not a fact.
Yeah.
And when I've asked so many of my male friends, they actually say the same thing. That we just want to release and that's it. So what men feel towards women after sex is, I'm not going to say hate, but it's fun. It's fun for them. It's an exercise and they're just done and just want to move on with life.
Sure.
They don't have an emotional bond. So why we women have emotional bond is because we release oxytocin. That's what we release. And because we give birth to children. So when we give birth, we're bonded with love with our kids. So we want to push this love on a man and feel like, he's going to love me. If I have sex with him, if I sleep with him, he will cherish me more. But to a man, it's just like, I'm just releasing. I was really like holding this in and it's time for me to put it out there. But does not mean that they can't fall in love with you.
Okay.
Now, women tend to develop faster with brain activity. So our prefrontal cortex is way faster. At the age of 25, 26, it's fully formed. But for a man, his prefrontal cortex is formed at the age of like 32. That's why most men know what they want when they're like in the early 30s or late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
But we women already know what we want at the early age of 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's scientifically based. So it is so possible for a man to fall in love. And that's why I say men are very logical creatures. They know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know how women be like, oh, I love him, but you see another man and you be like, oh, I love this one too. And but a man, if a man wants to settle down and have a family with a woman, he's not going to start choosing this girl or this. He's going to get married to the one he sees fit to be his children's mother. And that's why I say men do have the tendency to fall in love, and men do have the tendency to feel love and emotions, but they are not ready at some particular age till they actually form their prefrontal cortex. So yeah.
Okay, so how about women who do not actually see anything with, having sex with a man? Right from, I'm not talking about an older person. I'm talking about, especially these Gen Zs we have, from the point of, losing their virginity, they tell you what's there. 5 minutes. They don't have that belief of it's important. I need to have an attraction to him. How about that? Is there something wrong somewhere there?
I think they have decided to close up their emotions. They decided that I can't let my emotions get in the way. I just want to have fun too. Some girls are like that, and they're like, this is fun for you, this is fun for me. I don't want attachment, because they've seen and heard stories and they've been in environments. Some have experienced these things, and in order for them to just keep moving through life, it's like a band-aid. They put it there to block all hurt and move on with life.
Great. Questions?
So I have one question in your table of contents. In the spirit of my birthday, that's fine. So I want you to talk about birthday outfits.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yes, girl.
Okay. So you know how men have a say once they're in a relationship with you? They feel like they have a say with what you put on. Like, I don't want you wearing that. It's too short. I can see your cleavage. I can see this and this. So this girl narrated her story, and the guy was literally like, wait, is this what you're taking out to shoot for your birthday? And she was like, yes. And he was so agitated. He felt some kind of way, and he ended up slapping her.
No, on
her birthday, and
no.
she was devastated. She said that slap took her from Abuja to Port Harcourt.
Did she come back?
No.
Okay.
So he was very agitated as to, it's your birthday, I don't want you flaunting your body. So he got her another dress of his own choice, and she said that it made her look like a Christian mother.
No.
Okay, so on that question, let me quickly ask for gratitude, because I think they're going to buy her a dress today.
Oh,
yes, yes. Oh, another dress. They already bought one already.
Okay, she has a dress.
Your baby. Okay, so for the girl you're talking about, and do you think it's out of love that the guy is trying to shade her from wearing it, something that's exposing? Do you think he's already fallen in love with her and say, okay, let me protect what I'm in love with? Yes.
That's not love. Love is patient, love is kind, love is understanding. And sometimes I feel like men suppress their feelings and they don't know how to communicate. So they find the best possible way to communicate is through aggression. So that's not love. Love is someone that tries to understand you. So I would say he is possessive, but he's not in love.
Okay, let's take it another way, because I actually don't want to buy into this idea you just said. Reason is, like you said, a man from 30, 32, they're well developed, they know what they want. Now, I feel a man would like it when you're wearing the skimpy things, maybe when you are with him. But when you're casually stepping out with your friends, he might not necessarily want that, because he feels like he has to protect you even if he's not there. And maybe your clothing, you being a big cover up, would help him feel relaxed where he is. Not that he doesn't trust you, but come on, you can't be exposing this with people. I have to be there. Let me show them that I own these things while you are showing it up. So a man that does that without stopping you from what you're wearing, definitely. But he will tell you, I don't like this thing you're wearing, not that I don't want you to wear it, but because of the place you're going to, I'm not going to be there with you to protect you in case of any embarrassment or something. So I'd rather you change to something, maybe not me getting the clothes for you, definitely. You have other things in your wardrobe. Why not change something a bit, covered? But when we're going out, you could do that. Is that okay?
Yeah, that is definitely okay.
Okay.
That's definitely
okay. So we're on the same page.
Anyway, there are some men that would still be comfortable, like you to where things are opened up, even if they're not with you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
there are men
yes,
that
there are
want you
men
to
that
show
way.
you
Yeah.
something.
Why
That's
do you
fine.
think that?
Well, I would say different, waters for different fishes. So
Okay.
technically, a man might like this and another man might not like this. It's what he likes.
Right.
And I feel like it's communication. Like I said, the book is a 2-in-1 book.
Mhm.
I feel like communication is between 2 or more people. If you want to get into a relationship with someone, you have to say, do you like this? Do I want this? And if you guys are on the same path, good.
That's
But if you
fine.
see that's fluctuating, you guys are not on the same path, it would be wiser to just, pull back and say, okay, we're not seeing eye to eye on this. Let's not fight. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Do we
all
have
right.
time for one more question?
Yes, we do, but let's go for a
For a
break
break,
here. Just a
okay.
break here. Let's have a break. No tip, just a break, because if we take a tip, our time will just, run off. So let's take a break just to, calm down. Then we'll be right back to ask more questions on Ifechukwu's book. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. So we are back. So I want to ask another question, but this time around, I want us to dive into the psychological part, because I love to be, I love when things are very educative and very informative. So I'm going to pick the part of the psychopath that hacked my WhatsApp. It's not only ladies that do that, but I don't know why you put it in the women and drama girl. But I know ladies and guys actually do that. They hack your WhatsApp, they check through your WhatsApp, they link your WhatsApp.
Yes,
Why?
definitely.
Are they psychopaths?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're psychopath. Well,
Yeah.
I wrote that in the women and drama side. So it was a woman telling her story.
Okay.
And like I said, I studied psychology. Now, people are prone to act a certain way if they're, confronted by a situation. I've heard, the glow down and the glow up. When a woman is with a man, women tend to emit energy and take in energy.
Okay.
Like we talked about, if men and women are having an intercourse, a woman takes in his energy. A man just lets it out and he's, going by. So basically, if you're with a man and you don't see yourself glowing up, you don't look good. You're not developing yourself. You're not becoming a better version. Because if you give a woman a house, she's going to make a home.
Of course.
If you give her ingredients, she's going to make a meal.
Mhm.
If you give her problems, she would definitely give you
You
drama.
definitely will.
So why did she hack your WhatsApp? Because she doesn't trust you. You've been giving her signs and, signatures move like, she said in the story that before, when they first got married, his phone was always, to the front. And after the marriage, he would literally turn his phone backwards. So you're giving him signs. She was losing her mind. She was acting out of character. But now she's in a new relationship. And if you see her, you would never believe that was the same woman.
person.
So that's why women are energetic beings. That's why I studied psychology, to look into why people act the way they act. If you see a woman glow down, just know her man is disturbing her peace of mind. And if you see a woman glow up, he's actually adding, to her life. Yeah.
Then how about a woman that glows without even being in a relationship?
She's okay with her space. She's okay with herself. She is in tune with being alone. So she loves herself. Most women think that I need to find a partner. I need to be in love with a man. Why don't you love yourself first? And that's how they fall for you. They're attracted to you.
True.
And when you're loving him, be careful, because you might glow down or you might glow up twice.
Yeah, because he starts affecting your mood, your emotions.
Yes.
When he doesn't call, like, what's he doing? He has not called me. What's going on? And before you know, all that day you might be moody. And probably if it continues till the next day, you just see somebody who just walks into the office and like, why are you dressed like this? Sometimes
we tend to have menstrual flow, all of these things after childbirth, menopause, all of these things, and men don't understand these things. But this is all of the, chemicals released that make us act a certain way.
Okay.
And we need to be understood for us to be in our best. Best, yeah.
Well, okay, in a situation where we're not being understood, because you've just mentioned, things that women go through. Menstrual cycle is one crazy thing. And then the menopause thing, oh my God, we don't want to talk about it. Okay, if we started today, we're not going to finish. Okay, so we go through all this, and most men don't understand. So what do we do to help them understand what we're going through so they could treat us better?
So one thing I tell people, my motto in life is learning, unlearning, and relearning. I feel like first things first, we need to teach boys at a very young age. Our mothers need to teach, aunties need to teach men. We need to understand women. Women are like this. And when I mean young age, at the age of 18, 19, when they're going to start learning about biology. And we need to teach men love. you literally gave birth to a son. You need to let him know that I'm your mother. You need to love me. You need to exercise that bonding. And that's how you see little guys as they're growing up, they're learning to love a woman. And men have the tendency to love. Why do I say this? Have you been in that situation where a man wants to get you? He will put in his best emotions, his efforts. He's going to plan the dates, get the car, get the money. Oh, I want this and this. But after he's had you, he feels like, okay, let me reduce my expectations. Let me reduce my efforts. Men do have the tendency. And I feel like we should start from education. We should start from letting the men know that reading is not a bad thing. Learning about women is not a bad thing. You're going to get married one day. Don't you love your wife? Don't you want to love your daughters? How are you going to react because if we look at feminism and we look at Iraq and all of those countries, there's something called femicide. They kill women for just being women. And these men don't understand this thing. Instead they say, well, the Quran said this or this. So I think that it's very educational to let these men know that you need to understand a woman, because women they're multifaceted, they're just energy here and there. It's a lot coming in. But a man is very logical. Once he's put his mind there, that's what he wants and he's focused.
You wanted to use the right word, multifaceted.
Yes. You said something about the pursuit a man gives you when he's trying to get you here. Then after some time, it reduces. So why do you think that? Because I've heard too many people say, men get tired easily when you give them a certain thing, when you're too available, they get tired. It's not like they don't love you, they still love you, but the energy reduces. And for fun, some people would say, why campaign when you've won the election? They say that.
Oh my world! Oh my world!
I've never heard that. That's new. Why campaign?
So why is it like that for men? Okay, why?
So why it's like that for men is, have you seen that a man will be in a relationship with a woman for 15 years and leave that relationship and marry someone that he's only known for 4 months?
Yeah, we just talked about it.
That's why I said men know what they want. And it's up to a woman to love herself. I've been watching, people talk like Louise Liz, if you know her on YouTube, and some of her counterparts. She literally talks about how you should love yourself as a woman, how you need to care about yourself. I'm not going to say men are selfish, but men know what they want. So I think if you do not like a certain thing, you can leave the relationship. You need to invest in yourself. You need to work on yourself. And men do that thing where they invest a lot of effort to just get one thing. It's, parts. And after that, they're fine with moving on. But how do you, I think we all know Steve Harvey. He literally wrote the book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman. So I feel like the more we learn, I don't want to say love is a game, but life is a game. So play love like a game. Everything is a game. Pick your cards right, know what you're doing about love, and trust me, you'll get there.
Okay, I want to add to this question quickly. Okay, so you said if you think you're not comfortable with the relationship, it's time to take a walk. That's what you said. Okay. Now this guy had reduced his emotions because he had gotten you and all that. And you go back home and think about it and say, is this what I really want for myself? And you're like, no, that's not what I want. Let me take a walk. And then he comes back like that, 100% boom, just like the first time. Because he now says that, okay, you're withdrawn, you don't want to, be with him anymore. And then he comes being all loving like the first time. What do you do? What do you do?
She said that.
I'm trying to hold that sign showing that, okay, I really like you in my space. I don't want you to go. It could be. Blossom, I want to hear from the professional.
I'm not a professional. Like I said, I study these things and I learn these things. Now, have you heard of the avoidant and the attached styles in relationship? So the avoidant, he prefers to run away, hide his emotions. The attached is always the female. She wants to know, why you're not talking? Why don't you have my time? Why you're not calling me? But have you heard that once your energy moves to something else? So if a woman is doing nothing, her mind is everywhere. She knows what the man wants to work. She knows what he's eating, what he didn't eat. But she has something she's doing. You're not going to bother about that. Men are attracted to people that know what they want. People that are doing something for themselves. You see, that's why men flock around these women that know what they want for themselves. If you're a lost girl, he just wants to use you for fun. And after fun, he's done. So basically, I'm going to say that they put in this emotion because they're chasing you. They know what they want. And they want to know, after I get what I want, is she going to be like this or she's going to switch up on me? If you see women, we like after sex, we're literally attached to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you up and about after sex, he wants to keep following you. He wants to know. And that's why women should learn to control their emotions. Emotions play a very big role in our, chemical system. But if we learn to control these emotions, we can actually like up and leave. Women should also know what we want for ourselves. Men do these things because they don't have emotional chemicals like we do have. That's why it's so easy for them to like up and leave. Not saying that all men do these things, but 90% of men are liable to do this kind of things.
Okay, so I would still say it's a scam because because I was chasing after you, coming after you, but because you realize that's what I'm saying, you now realize I'm distracted away from you. I don't even look at you anymore, and you're coming to me, darling. It's a scam because when I get attached again, you'll probably leave again.
That's why you don't have to get attached again.
So
it's a game, like I said. Life is a game. Love is a game. Play your cards.
You
well.
played smart as at that
Very,
time.
very
you know?
smart.
At this time, you'll be playing a game that will make him know that you know what you want. That's the game you'll be playing. So if he sticks on, you know that okay, he wants you.
I want you to know men will never compromise.
Oh yeah.
They will never compromise for anybody. They will not look at the fact that they're been for 20, 25 years and marry you for that sake.
So true.
We talked about it on one of the shows.
Okay, being married, that's 2025. Like 20 years to 25 years.
The relationship, dating.
How can you date someone for 20 years?
She's just exaggerating.
For too long.
Okay.
You see women that would go ahead and marry a man because they have been in a relationship for 2 years, for too long.
Okay.
You never compromise happiness if you're not the one.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Have that attitude and be like that as well.
Why are you so
why
spicy?
I feel like she has like a lot to say.
I knew she has a lot to say, but anyway,
Attitude. Are you taking out experience?
our time is up. Like I said, I know already from the moment it's out the book I told you, I do not think we can have every review today. So we might have to bring you back again.
Thank you
so you can tell us more about this book, because I noticed that as we're talking about the book, we're talking about life, we're talking about relationship, and we're talking about the psychology when it comes to relationship and maintaining your steez. While still being in a relationship. Gratitude.
There's something going on.
There's something, I don't know.
We'll talk after the show.
Anyways, thank you so much, Vechiku, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been so educative. I must say, it's rich, power packed today. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the show.
I do. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right, so we'll be joining you soon on the buzz. We'll talk about what's buzzing and trending on social media. So keep it locked with us on Galaxy TV. I will come again your way. My name is Rose Blossom. Do you have a beautiful day for now? Bye for now.
Okay, Ifechukwu, quickly, how do people reach you?
Yes.
When they want to get the book?
So my Instagram page is Ifechukwu Mary Cynthia Ananobi. The book will be out on Amazon from next week, and I'm going to start doing library readings at Roving Heights, the 1K bookstore. It's a tour for my book. Okay. So you can reach me on Instagram first to get a copy, then Amazon from next week.
Nice.
Okay. And you heard Ifechukwu. Anyways, no time. My name is Patricia Uremu Gabriel. So see you at the Voice by 12 noon.
Gratitude.
Okay, so it's been an amazing time with our guests. I hope you're able to learn one or two things and be able to decide what you really want as a woman. And like I said, never compromise your happiness for nobody. If it's what you want, go for it. Don't look for another reason or be with someone for too long to end up with that person. Know what you want.